Macedonian did a 58. This is a video response to Novabugs Friday Foursome. This time on your favourite videos you've made. Right. So let's get on with it anyway. Right. So number 1, top 10 giant floating heads in video games. Now this one doesn't have many views, but I don't know why I decided if I'm going to do a top 10 event, I'm going to do something completely random that no one else would have thought of. I picked giant floating heads because there's quite a lot of video games that have you fighting giant floating heads. Yes, and I actually did find, well, technically over 10 for the video. The video didn't get that many views, and it was one of the only times that I tried writing a script for a video, which were a mess for me. I actually think it's considerably easier just typing, just watching the recorded stuff I've got mute and then just speaking over it and doing it that way myself. But this was an experiment and I am proud of it, but it didn't get that many views as such. So yeah, go check it out if you want a random video about flying heads with just my bizarre sense of humour. Unfortunately, couldn't credit a lot of the people I got some of the video footage from in the video because, well, YouTube wouldn't allow you to do the history at the time when it was making. It was glitching out. But quite a lot of footage it was actually recorded by myself. Some of it wasn't. I don't know. That's just how it happened. Well, anyway, so on number 2, YouTube poop, House of the James. Now, I had to probably explain what a YouTube poop is to some people. A YouTube poop is basically somebody messing around on a video editor and just making completely nonsensical videos just to make people laugh, or just random stuff. That's the best description of a YouTube poop. I mean, famous YouTube poopers include CS188, The Things 1, Chuckle Poop, yes, Stuart K. Riley. That's some YouTube poopers to look at if you want to know more, but it's just a bunch of random jokes, and I actually just made this because I thought, well, it was the 15th anniversary of House of the Dead when it got released, so I thought I'd make a video celebrating it. I made it a YouTube poop because that's what I just felt like doing. It's stupid, I know, but that's what it is. So yeah, right, and this is definitely the most popular of all these videos I've done. Number 3 is, and that's the A to Z of Xbox 360 beat 'em ups. Now, this is one I wanted to do for a long time, but with my old portable camera, and even before that, even before I had a portable camera, I was using the PSP camera, and I was literally bouncing my PSP up with 2 like chocolate bars, so it don't fall over and recording the screen. So that's how primitive my original recording footage is. But anyway, yeah, I got this other camera and that lasted about 2 years. It was fairly cheap, only about 40 or 50 quid. But that eventually broke. And this new camera I've got, which is actually a proper video camera, does a lot better quality. Now, most people say, why use a video camera to record it and not a capture card? I can't use a capture card. There's no way of all the wiring in my room with a capture card would actually work. So I have to basically record any game console not on the PC, emulated on the PC using the video camera. There's no way around it. Anyway, this video took ages to make because one, it was actually researching it. I mean, because not all beat 'em up games on the 360 was actually listed as beat 'em up in the category. Some of them listed as action games. It's a pretty long video. I mean, the video's 60 over an hour long. I'm only ever recording about 1 minute of each game. So yeah. But yeah, since there's a lot of, I mean, the argument that people say beat 'em ups are dead. Well, I looked on the 360 and realised there's a lot of beat 'em ups on the 360. Now, some of these I'll record when I'm recording footage of. It took me a few days to even record footage of it because the video camera obviously couldn't record for like 6 hours straight. So it took me a few days even to get all the footage ready and even prepare it all to download all the games, download trials of all the games for it. because every download game has a trial on the 360, so at least I can do that. So that going on. It was a fun video to make, and I'm glad people have started to watch it now. It's not the fastest. Is one of my higher viewed videos, and I hope it really is useful for people, because while a lot of the games are released on other systems, it does show off a lot of beat 'em up games, and some of them might actually be no footage of out there, because some of them you can no longer buy in any form whatsoever. If the ones are stuck on an hard drive before they got removed, that's the only way you could play them. So there's probably a few rare games, footage of some games, and you'll never hear. I mean, the first game on there is a game bizarrely called Angry Barry, where you play as an Obama parody. Because I'm doing alphabetical order, that's the first thing that shows up. Some absolutely terrible games. They didn't put any voice work into it, it's just the music. One thing that did really frustrate me about the video is when it got uploaded. I mean, this video is an hour long. I mean, I've got the proper music to the games, the sound effects and everything. Zero problems with everything. Then suddenly, oh look, it gets to the Scott Pilgrim bit, you know, and there's a certain part of the music in it, and just because of that bit of music, thanks to some stupid record producer, wanted the entire video blocked in Germany. So if you do get to that bit, I wonder why the sound just disappears for about for about 30 odd seconds. That's why. Blame YouTube and the stupid copyright nonsense. Because it's totally fair that they're allowed to block an entire video from anyone watching it just for 30 seconds of music when the rest of it's got nothing to do with that company. Just bad design there. Right. And the last one, and this was actually a Halloween special of all things. It was a game I wanted to do for a while. With someone I know online who at the time was going under the name Crash Legend 25, but it now goes under the name Voice Legend 25, and he does lots of voice acting parodies on YouTube. He's a person I talk to frequently, so anyway, that's not the point. I mean, he finally got a new updated PC so he could actually play some arcade games together. And this is what I used to do on my channel when it started quite fairly early on. I used to do lots of Let's Plays, and we used to because Skype at the time, we used Skype basically for it, and just recorded the Skype call as the commentary, and they're basically in a group call together, and you were just watching me play it, because there was no way you could join in because he didn't have a powerful enough PC at the moment, because he was using one that was years and years old. So eventually he got one, but yeah, then the connection problems started happening, so that's why it stopped. We stopped doing these videos, but because of the connections for the actual MAME emulator, because the version of MAME we had an online play mode. And the game we picked, well, you've probably seen it already in the video, is Rastan Saga 2, an absolutely horrendous sequel, which is literally one of the worst. I don't know, one of the worst sequels ever. I mean, he's never played this game before this. That's what I picked. And yeah, I was second player because he had to host all the games, but there's a lot. And for some reason, when you were hosting, it always made my voice a bit low in the recording, so I can't help that. It's just a problem the recording software had, and there's no way I could fix it. But you're gonna see one of the worst jumps in gaming history. Yeah, it's in this game, and I'm not joking. We literally spend about 5 minutes just on one jump in this game, just constantly falling down a hole, because that jump was so unbalanced and unfair. And it's in all versions of the game, and we're playing the best version, which is the arcade version, so yeah. It's just a video some people might find funny. I mean, a lot of people consider this game pretty bad, and it is really bad when you compare it to the first Rastan Saga game. On Rastan Saga 3, like 2 feels so out of place and bad. Well anyway, thank you for listening and watching.